Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today we got to talk about the market collapse that people are talking about right now, specifically for Binance, but we got to take a look at the Crocoin price as well, because guys, unfortunately, if you're a Crocoin holder, I do officially have a target of 3.3 cents potentially for Crocoin coming up, but it could be even worse for Binance. Why is that? Let's talk about it in this video, guys. Let's talk about some of the stories that are on the tip of everybody's tongue today, why I'm saying what I'm talking about right now. Let's get into it, guys. If you like the content, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get in there. So right now, guys, the overall market cap is down, bouncing off the $1 trillion level for Bitcoin. Matter of fact, I think we might have just slightly broken below $1 trillion threshold for the overall market cap of crypto. So what happens? Altcoins are coming down as well. Bitcoin's currently at $25,000 and change. And what's Crocoin doing? It is, unfortunately, like we predicted on the channel, by the way. Smash the like button if you enjoy the updates we give you and how accurate our predictions have been. We do potentially have a 35% correction ahead for Crocoin. Well, why do I say that? Because historically, guys, that would make sense, seeing where this thing has bottomed in the past, thinking that we're probably going to make higher lows historically over time. It would make sense for Crocoin to hit around 3.3 cents, which would provide a spectacular buying opportunity for anybody that's interested in accumulating more Crocoin or just getting into Crocoin for the first time. Now, as for Binance, I told you guys in the beginning of this video, I think it's got more downside. Well, why? Because first off, guys, Binance performed better than any other asset, I think, next to Bitcoin. In fact, I think it outperformed Bitcoin in terms of how fast it fell. It didn't fall down that far in the bear market. Matter of fact, from the top to where we're currently at, it had about a 71% crash to this point, which is just about what Bitcoin did. Most altcoins crashed about 90%. Actually, as you can look at Crocoin, from the top to the bottom, Crocoin's down currently 94% from its highs. So it has fallen a lot more, so showed more weakness than Binance. But now Binance is breaking down below its last large moving average, the 200-day moving average right here, breaking on down. And if you go back down to where the previous resistance was from the current price point, unfortunately, looking at this previous peak, you could, at this price point, be looking as much of an 80% crash, 8-0, for Binance versus the US dollar, guys. That could happen versus Crocoin only potentially going down probably about a 36% crash from here. Could it be worse? It certainly could, but I'm just looking at key levels to kind of get an idea of what a landing point could be for these tokens. And that's what I see. So the story here is Crow might not be going down as much as Binance, which means Crow is moving closer and closer to its ability to potentially flip Binance coin in the future. And with stories like that, this could start to become more and more possible, guys. Binance coin woes continue as liquidation fears mount. People are scared of getting liquidated with Binance coin. Right now, there are different stories coming out about Binance. This is probably the most significant one where, hey, if Binance does take this 80% crash that we're talking about right here, if we see this crash happen, then what could happen is for the leverage traders that have been trading this Binance token on leverage, they could get liquidated. It could cause a massive collapse on the Binance price, and this thing could hit the bottom. What people are saying on Twitter right now, but please, please, please don't fall for the FUD. This is, after all, the Bitcoin therapist. What does this mean? This is a Twitter account that is a Bitcoin maximalist. Any chance to diss on altcoins? The Bitcoin maxis like to take their shots. What are Bitcoin maxis? Bitcoin maxis are people that believe in Bitcoin and like to trash every other project besides Bitcoin, saying nothing's better than Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin is the only Bitcoin. Bitcoin has value, but altcoins are valuable as well. Binance is one of those valuable altcoins. It's the fourth highest coin in market cap, but that could be changing. Now, though I don't agree with the fact that this guy is saying, make the necessary arrangements to GTFO out of Binance, that's called panic selling, which I don't agree with. He is correct in that there is a very, very big gap and a potential for this token to fall. Not all the way down to zero, okay, but to the previous highs that it had, which is right at around, 30, 40, 50 bucks from the previous bull cycle leading into the last bull cycle. So that is something that's possible, guys. But don't fall for the FUD on Twitter because it is everywhere. Now, there is a story going on. I can't verify or deny. Binance has been accused of selling Bitcoin to try to prop up the Binance coin price. Now, is this the reason that Binance was so strong like we saw in the previous in this bear market that we had? Is this the reason that Binance only crashed 65% instead of 94% like Crocoin? Well, maybe, but is this going to bite them in the butt if this is true? Yes. Now, is this true? We don't know yet. This is an accusation. Frankly, another Bitcoin account, a Bitcoin maxi account on Twitter. I take all these tweets with a grain of salt, guys. Tweets aren't news. Tweets are tweets. News sometimes isn't even news. Sometimes news is fake news. So you got to take these reports, guys, with a grain of salt. The story here is that Binance is certainly under attack. Just a couple weeks ago, we had Binance revenues falling being written in an article. Data offers critical clues about the health of the crypto empire and its $37 billion coin. Well, considering it's the fourth largest market cap, it seems to be pretty strong. Considering all the FUD that's been coming for Binance, it seems to be pretty strong. But it does seem to be at a tipping point for price. And I don't blame the FUD because after all, there's FUD about everything. In fact, here's some of the FUD about crypto.com, which is much lighter in comparison to the FUD against Binance. The token founder recently losing $250,000 and his house due to a scam project, not Crypto.com's fault. There's a lot of FUD out there, guys, but we ignore the FUD. However, we cannot ignore the Bitcoin price because right now Bitcoin is testing a very key level that we've had drawn out for a while, guys. We've been so accurate with our Bitcoin predictions. Smash up the like button if you've loved them. If you're just new to the channel, guys, make sure you follow us at the Crypto Report because we have been spot on with our predictions, guys. And the key level of $25,300 is being breached right now by Bitcoin. And the question is, are we going to fall through this? It's looking increasingly likely that we're going to fall through this because the S&P 500 is crashing right now. Bitcoin's crashing right now. The overall market's crashing, and September's typically bearish as well. And we're just wrapping up August going into a bearish month of September. So 23,000, maybe even 21,000, possibly even a flash, just a flash of just under $20,000 could become possible for Bitcoin. And in turn, you can see Crocoin and Binance come down as well. But I think that Binance and Crocoin are going to come down to the key levels that I was showing you guys here on this channel, guys, which is, possibly a 30% crash or so for Crow, possibly an 80% crash for Binance. Well, we're looking at just about, for Bitcoin from current prices, maybe about a 20% crash. So all that math works out because at the end of the day, Bitcoin falls, but altcoins fall harder. So if Bitcoin goes down 20%, Crow going down 35% makes sense. Binance going down 80% sounds brutal. It's not a guarantee. It's not likely per se. It's possible. But you look at the resistances and it makes sense. So this is what I'm thinking right now. Market collapse, is it possible? Yes, temporarily, guys. But what does that provide you with? That provides you with an excellent dollar cost averaging opportunity, which I couldn't, frankly, be more excited about, guys. That's all I got in this one, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and as always, guys, you've got to remember to DCA, HODL, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. I got 2 videos for you here if you want to check them out. Peace.